guys, welcome back. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a month now.
It's been a month, yeah.
Yeah, been too long. Been out
Spring break.
Spring break. How did you enjoy your spring break, fellas?
Yeah, that was all right. I mean, the stream break. Oh,
yeah,
man, I was freaking out having withdrawals, mate.
Yeah, I actually set up everything for the Saturday that we didn't have the show, and then I was like, we are not having the show today. Okay, let's go outside. That's raining. Okay.
I love that Abdul R Watches secret you've got, Abdul.
It's a nice way. If I'm doing any streams, why not get a badge and just put it on a t-shirt? It's actually my old work t-shirt. So behind my logo is the logo for my old work. So I just reuse the t-shirt.
Nice.
I'll just
Russell is in the chat.
Say hi to everyone after. I'll just do our obligatory plug for Time London. So just do a quick. Yeah, Time London happening on the 15th and 16th of June this year. And as Mental Jock says, good morning, Mental Jock, or good afternoon. Bring it on, Thomas. It's going to be a fun few days at the house. It's going to be a madhouse. Yeah.
I've been hearing about this house. It's going to be a bit of a wild one, I think, Thomas. You'll have to stream from the house, and
I'm sure someone will be streaming. I'm staying in there with Archie. I'm staying with Mental Jock. I'm staying with Jamie, Dodger, Mrs. Dodger, Marcelo. He's going to be there. So he'll be streaming, and Mangi-san and a whole host of other people. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a great time. So, hi Russell, great to see you. Morning watch lovers. It's great to see you as always, Russell. Mental Jock, great to see you. Good afternoon. Kevin, good morning from Lakeland, Florida.
Hey, Kevin.
You stalwart viewer, yeah.
Yep.
Dr. Bob's Nightmare, how are you doing? Yeah. Hi to, this is JCB, and this is Abdul as well.
Good to see you, my man.
Scratchy. How you doing, Scratchy? Good to see you. And Jean. Rio de Janeiro. Wow.
Great to have you, Jean, from Rio. Yeah.
We do get some worldwide viewers. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So today, I mean, I don't know whether you all watched and wondered out, everyone, but I was going to do a few pictures of, a lot of pictures of my visit to Watches and Wonders this year.
I can imagine.
You know what? I'm not really I'm not really that watches and wondered out, because I feel like
How you doing, Abdul? Nice to meet you, my friend. JCB knows I think it's a sexy
mental chocolate.
We love our mental. He's surely mental if he thinks that, for sure. Hey, yeah, no, Watches and Wonders. It was. I felt like the coverage was all pretty. I think the coverage was pretty much focused on the big players, right? You know, the Rolex, the JLC, you know, IWC, and all the sort of the big names. And so I sort of skipped over a lot of it, to be honest. So I'm really interested to see your take on it, Thomas, because you were there on the ground. You're our man on the ground. You know what I mean? And you come at it from our perspective, which is the enthusiast perspective. And so I'm sure you were looking a lot more at the independence and the sort of the lesser known sort of brands. So I'm interested to get your take on it, mate, for sure.
Yeah.
Shall we do a wristwatch check first, Thomas?
Russell's just highlighting about the Time London show. He says Patek have their entire rare handicrafts collection at the London Salon at the time of the watch show in June, at the Time London show. So it might be worth people popping along. Possibly there will be a booking system. Wow, Jamie will be interested in that. Yes, sure, Russell.
That's nice.
But it'll be yeah, that sounds great. Melodrug saying, and I'm sure Jamie will be really interested in that, as will myself. And hopefully, I'll see you at the show, Russell, and we can go along together. But yeah, wristwatch check, like you say, JCB. Now,
come on, you got to hit us first, man. Come on, you got
to unboxing. Yeah, unboxing.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's see this.
I have this. Yeah,
I got the call.
You got the call
a week ago yesterday.
That's so
from my
cool.
AD.
The call we all wish we got. Boom.
Nice.
Polar Explorer 2.
Really nice.
Man.
Absolutely love it. I've had it on wrist all week, and the honeymoon's going to be long for this. I feel that this could be a one-watch collection.
Yeah, agree.
It truly could be a one-watch collection. It's the only tool watch that Rolex really make at the moment, because I think everything else they make is jewelry. And
correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's probably the only white dial watch, possibly. I reckon. I'm going to say it's their only one at the moment.
Yeah, the Milgauss used to be a white dial watch, but that's discontinued now. But also, my good friend Blue Shoe Buddha that I used to do streams with, he had one of these and traded it in for his bluesy, but he wore one of these every day for work. And it reminds me of him. I saw him in the AD when I got it. And it's another watch. Every time I look at it, I think of him. So
that's awesome.
Love you, Blue Shirt.
Rest in peace, Blue.
Blue Shirt, be proud, man.
All the time.
Yeah,
100%. Well, that was the first thing I said when you got it. I was like, Blue Shirt to be proud, man. He would have been like, Thomas, you got it. You know, that's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, well, not to steal your thunder or anything, but I thought, well, since you're wearing your bad boy there, I'll wear my other sports watch as well, which is the Batgirl. So Rolex representing.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, let's just have another look at that.
Oh,
JCB.
We're gonna. I think
that's beautiful. That's good. I love the Jubilee bracelet.
Yeah, it's just a cool piece, man. Really cool piece. It's just one of those watches really nice. I'll probably wear it maybe once or twice a week, and whenever I put it on, it just puts a smile on my face. Just a really easy to wear watch.
That's my favorite of the GMTs. Yeah. Everyone goes on about the Pepsi, but no, Batgirl all day long. Definitely on the Jubilee. I like the night and day, the black for night and the blue for day. You know, the black sky and blue sky.
Well, I think we might, maybe when we'll talk, we're probably going to talk about the Rolex GMT that was released, the, whatever people are calling it, the Bruce Wayne or the Ghost or whatever. And, that's black and gray, right? And I think the thing about GMTs is that what makes them cool is that pop of color. You know what I mean? Like, with the Pepsi, you got the blue and red. With the Batman or the Batgirl, you got the blue popping out. With that, the new one that they released, it's like monotone. It's grey. There's no color. I think it might have a green GMT hand, and that's about it.
We've seen that before, though, haven't we?
Well, that we have. That's what I mean. And those, the all black GMT wasn't very popular because of that reason, I think, which is that when you get a GMT, you want that pop of color coming out. You want to be able to know that it's a GMT from across the room type of thing, and that's what makes watches cool. And so I think that new GM2 that they brought out probably going to be a bit of a fail in my opinion.
Yeah, many people I know prefer the black too. A lot of the GMTs, they say it's the OG, it's the classic original.
Oh, really? The old black one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hi, Luke. Thank you very much. Great to see you in the chat, as always. And if you're wanting to watch a stream tomorrow, check out Luchabetic Time. It's his channel, and wonderful channel. Great one. And he does a really laid-back stream. Starts about, I think it's about 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, US time, Central Eastern Time. But it's about 3 p.m. GMT. So it's it's a great little chat.
Okay.
So Abdul, what you got on wrist?
Cool.
It's you now. Can you hear us, Abdul?
His internet's just taking a light vacation there, mate.
My connection is just going. I have a watch I'm testing out for Vario. It's called
Vario, right? Nice.
Vario, yeah. So it's a micro brand from Singapore, and
it's a one-hander.
They sent me this one-hand watch to test out. Yeah, exactly. I'll send it back after a couple of weeks from wearing. So automatic one-hander. So basically, as you can see, a little bit more chilled down for the weekend. I thought it's just a cool vacation chilling time watch.
That's nice.
It's technically a two-hander, but it's like a one-hander function. If that
exactly, yeah, because you have the second, and then exactly.
That's
and
really
then you have
cool,
like four segments in each hour, so you can tell you like 12:45, and then 1:15, and so on.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
And it
how do you find it? How do you find it reading the time and getting used to it?
For the weekend, I have to say, for the weekend it's very relaxing. Like going to the in-laws, just looking at the time, glancing. Okay, 2:30, around 2:30, around 3:30. But if you have an appointment, don't wear this watch. You will be like, oh shit, am I late for my appointment? Then you have to take the mobile out, and then it negates having a watch.
I like that idea actually. When you're sort of relaxed, or if you're on holiday or something, you don't want to know the actual exact time. You just want to know around about it's about 2:30. You can just sort of chill. Yeah, I reckon that's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Hi, Watch Apprentice. Good to see you.
Watch Apprentice. Hello, buddy.
Good to see you, my friend.
Exactly.
And check out the UK watch community. They're doing a stream at 8 p.m. On Monday, 8 p.m. GMT on Monday, and the Watch Apprentice will be hosting that. So he'll be hosting that, doing his best. So shall I crack on with some pictures?
Yeah. Let's hit it, man. This is, and Thomas, just for the punters and for everyone, as a bit of a background, this is your second or third?
Second. I went for the first time last year in 2023, and it was a fantastic time last time. I mean, we had all the Rolex celebration dials and puzzle dials, and it was my first time last year though.
Before you get into the pictures, give us a bit of your thoughts just on the thing, like as a whole. Like, how did you find it? And compared to last year?
I went for 2 days last year, and just for the 2 days of the show, and it was a real exciting rush of 2 days, you know, and so rushing around, seeing everything, and getting a bit to eat, and staying with my friends. We stayed in France, and a house of 7 of us, and from the Dublin Watch Group. Shout out to the Dublin Watch Group, and yeah, we had a great time, and it was very rushed. But this time, I've stayed for 4 days. So I went on the Friday, did Saturday, Sunday, and then I flew out on Monday evening. And it was a lot laid back this time. We were staying in France, but we were only a 20-minute taxi ride from the centre of Geneva, just across the border in France. Stayed with a load of friends, a couple that I hadn't met, one I hadn't met before. Yeah, shout out to Elton, Elias, Nick, Carl, Aaron. Yeah, great bunch of fellas, and we had a great time, and yeah, we had a really great time. We got to explore Geneva a bit more, and see the old town.
Yeah,
go out to eat a bit more. You know, just sort of take everything in our stride a bit more, a bit slower, and
cool.
Just sort of take it at a slow pace, and rather than rushing things. And it was a lot more relaxed, and a lot more laid back, a lot more enjoyable. We took a little taxi across the Lake Geneva, and one point, which was really good fun.
Nice.
We got the buses, you know, to and from Palexpo, where the event is held, and you know, just took in Geneva, went for a couple of walks in the town centre on a couple of days, and enjoyed some cigars, even, you know, kicked back and had a drink on the evening, and went for some cigars. And one evening, I did a short on it. One evening we went to an Irish bar, and just down the road, this is purely by chance, just down this side street in this where this Irish bar was in the old town. My friend Aaron, he spotted Ressece's workshop, the Acrivia workshop.
I was just about to ask you about that. Yeah,
and
nice.
I said, you what? Where's this? And he said, oh, just down the street under the arch, just past the archway. And so I ran down, really excited. I said, where is it? And he said, just over there. I spotted him. The light was on, and you could see inside the workshop where Ressece's watchmakers work. And I just thought, you know, wow, imagine this. You could actually go and see your watch being made every day, and see the watchmakers making these watches. You know,
pretty cool.
Absolutely amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff.
I was going to ask, like, when you were saying, because you were walking around Geneva, and then you know, when you saw the Acrivia Atelier, was that by accident, or did someone like
purely by chance?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Purely by chance. Yeah, absolutely mind blowing. But you know, you got watchmaker studios all over, I would imagine.
Yeah, apparently there is. Yeah. Around Geneva, obviously, there's going to be a all sorts of shops there. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Really did enjoy it. Yeah, so I'll start off with some photos for everyone, and this is the glamour I started off with. This is my flight from that I got on the plane, and I started off looking at the plane magazine, and it was watches already in the duty-free catalogue on the plane. And these are the cheaper watches you could buy.
Yeah.
75, 179 for Citizen.
Yeah.
Hugo Boss, Lacoste. That's what it's on the plane. Lacoste, £70.
Some in-flight shopping.
Yeah, so that was a shopping. And then I arrived and I went straight to the AHCI show, bumped into the original OC, who's a really nice man to chat to, really good fella. And yeah, we had a little chat, and he's a really nice man to chat to.
Nice.
And got lucky with some watches, and I bought one of their books, the AHCI books, and
nice.
I got it signed by all the watchmakers I could find. So
cool.
That's pretty cool.
I'll just take this down.
Super cool.
Just take this down for a second. I got it signed by let's have a look. Sven Anderson.
Oh, nice.
Hajime Asoka.
Nice.
Ludovic Balward.
Nice.
Let's have a look.
David Jamie in the chat. Hey, Jamie. So,
David Kando.
David Kando. Not sure. I don't know. Haven't heard of him.
Constantine Shaken even did a little picture of a Joker watch for me.
Man, cool. Man, sweet. Man, the guy's a legend.
Thank you for your love of independent watchmaking from Constantine Shaken.
This guy's like a living legend now, Constantine Shaken.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Legend.
Philippe Dufour, he's a living legend.
Speaking of legends, yeah.
Bumped into him, and he was smoking his pipe outside, and his daughter was wearing a watch that she'd made.
Fuck, this is cool that you got him to sign on their page, man. That's awesome.
Mickey Aletta, who makes clocks.
Can't say I've heard of him.
Who else? Ling Yunghua.
Who's he?
Chinese watchmaker, one of the only Chinese watchmakers. So people say garbage comes out of China. It doesn't. There's a watchmaker in the AHCI.
So we've got Dodger in the chat as well. Hey, Dodge.
Bernard Lederer.
Oh, I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, he made the made this amazing double escapement watch that George Daniels said he could never make, and they went ahead and made it. Okay. Sebastian Natschke, who makes amazing clocks as well.
Cool. It's the who's who of independence, really, eh?
Yeah, it really is a who's who of independence, and yeah, so it was amazing to. I've still got the bag. I got it in.
So the ACHI, that's the independence show that's running.
Academy Horology Creators Independent. So
and that's happening at the same time as Watches and Wonders, right?
Yeah, it happens for a week.
Okay.
At the same time as Watches and Wonders.
Is it in the same building or some separate
No.
building?
It's in the center. It's in the center of Geneva in a little art gallery, small art gallery.
Okay.
So
cool.
Jamie's saying, did Thierry Stern signing the only man of importance? He's not an independent watchmaker, Thierry Stern. No.
Thierry Stern. That's funny, man. Thierry Stern is sitting on a beach in Saint-Tropez somewhere, Jamie, I think, surrounded by models or something.
I wish less people like Sheikh and Dr. Bob's Nightmare saying he's a poor Russian and he wants to go on the waiting list. His watches go for 30,000.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dr. Bob. Yeah, you missed the boat by about 5 years, I reckon. If you were a few years earlier, maybe. But yeah, he just exploded in the last 5 years, I reckon.
Yeah, Thierry Stern got out Dodge and got on the Patek private jet. I think you're right.
Yeah, 100%. He's up in the clouds sipping pina coladas, man. Thierry, good old Thierry.
So I'll get back to some of the photos of the AHCI show, some of the watches I saw. So these are
sorry, Tom. So just for the punters, you're gonna do the AHCI photos first.
I only took a few there. So this is some of Sven Anderson's. These are one of his world times. That was a jump hour one that he did, Sven Anderson.
Oh man, that's nice.
Really nice dial, beautiful dial. He also collaborated with Konstantin Shaken, so he made a Sven Anderson Konstantin Shaken Joker, and he also does these animated case back. So you press a button and a little animation happens.
Cool.
So that's some people playing cards. He also does some erotic ones, which I took last year but didn't show. These are Caribou Tulanen's watches, so he had a limited edition 20th anniversary Tourbillon, which is beautiful, as always, from Carrie. Say a bad thing about Carrie. One of his Van Huit in the tantalum case. Again, beautiful.
Very nice.
A Van Huit Saint Ilan, which was a unique piece, pre-owned. Now this was just blinged out. Didn't quite take my fancy.
Yeah, not my cuppa, that one.
So, but just shows you that Carrie will customize your watch.
Yeah, it's maybe
however you like it.
Unique piece for a reason.
Pre-owned by some Saudi oil baron, I reckon. That one.
This is interesting. KV20 inverse, new inverse movement by Carrie.
That's kind of cool.
So that's very hard to read. Skeletonized reverse movement. So you see the back through the front.
Yeah.
And one of his niobium cased, a new unique piece. That one, the 28SC. Then there are Konstantin Shaken's watches, of course.
Cool. Got Junior in the chat. Hey, Junior.
Hi, JJ. How you doing? Good to see you.
What's the one on the right there? Like that's like a
hey,
open work sort of skeleton type.
Yeah, it's an open work one. Yeah.
That's kind of
cool.
Yeah,
and so that's a standard Joker. That'd be about $30,000, I think. This one would be about $50,000, I think. So that's like a open works one. And
kind of like the original one better than the open work.
I really like the open work. It was really nice. Really nice. I'm not a fan of open works or skeleton watches, but this was really quirky.
Yeah.
Really quirky. It looked like a ghost. You know, it looked like some sort of
some weird horror movie
or something. It was really taking the Joker to the extreme of being a sort of like, you know, some psychic sort of ghost or something. So then there was Vianney Halter's work. Yeah, that's his Deep Space Nine Resonance.
Oh man, that watch is on a whole nother level, man.
It really is. It's just absolutely amazing. Rotating cylindrical tourbillon, working in resonance, just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Really
I remember watching like a little. I watched something. I just remember watching a short YouTube video on this piece when it like years and years ago, and I was just I had it on repeat, man. Just mind blowing, just watching this movement.
Yeah, when you watch it, there's the YouTube video.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
It gyrates round. It gyrates round that long tourbillon. It gyrates round and round, goes round and round, it ticks, and it's just amazing. Vianney Halter's such a eccentric person as well. He's so happy and buzzing, and he's such a quirky person.
You really, met him, haven't you?
Yeah, really nice and really jolly and happy and enthusiastic, and look at my watch, look at this, and I did this, and you know, it's such a nice man. Yeah,
I feel like he doesn't get enough kudos, Vianney Halter. Like not many people outside of our circles, not many people would know his name, I reckon. You know what I mean?
So these are some other of his watches, some more of his watches. Not for everyone.
Yeah, I don't like that one with the diamonds and the stones on it, but the original one is really cool. The perpetual calendar.
You can see there's lots of different quirky watches. Yeah. This one, that was the back, a skeletonized one, and that was the front. So really quirky stuff.
He's done a couple of pieces for you know, with Max Buser in the in the Opus series. So you know, to be doing that sort of stuff, you know, you got to be up there.
Right, was that the Harry Winston Opus?
Yeah, the Harry Winston Opus series. I think he's done, I'm going to say 2 pieces in that series, I think. Yeah.
But this is one of his resonance watches. So it's and then this one, I got a bad picture of it. I did a short video instead of doing a picture, which is a bad mistake. But the dial, the enamel dial on this, I did a short of it, which you could check out, which is much better. Hajime Asoka is a tsunami watch, and absolutely beautiful. The dial, it's an enamel dial, and yeah, it really is gorgeous. But there's the reverse of it, so you can see what's going on the back, and yeah, it really is nice. And Bernard Lederer's double escapement. So 1 second turns to the right, sorry. 1 second hand turns to the left. So they go in opposite directions.
I've got a feeling this won a GPHG prize maybe a couple of years ago or something. It was definitely one of the nominations in the last couple of years.
Not too sure. It costs about 130,000.
I remember seeing this in a GPHG. Whether it was a winner or not, I don't know.
It could well have done. It could well have done. I'm not too sure. But
yeah, super cool.
Yeah. Just say hi to Junior. Hi, Junior. Good to see you as always. And hi, Patel. Good to see you.
In the chat.
Yeah, if you like what the content, guys, give the thumbs up, please. That'd be great. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Would really appreciate that. And so we'll move on to Watches and Wonders. There's my big fat belly sticking out, and we get to Watches and Wonders in Geneva.
You just ate a $40 Big Mac before you took that photo. From the McDonald's that was on the way in.
No, so it's all the steaks I ate there. I ate loads of steaks. We were in Chateaubriand and Côte de Boeuf and lots of rosti, and that's a bad photo, isn't it? That I'll skip that one. So this is one of the corridors you go down when you enter, and on the right there's a cafe on the right, but sorry, Carré d'Horloges. There's the Independence on the right, and more lower tier Independence on the left, and then you arrive at the Rolex on the left. Patek Philippe on the right, Chopard next to Patek Philippe, Tudor next to Rolex, and Chanel right at the end. And then there's all sorts of, you can turn left down there, and there's all sorts of things like Bell and Ross, Hublot, Grand Seiko, Zenith. But back the other way you go, and there's Lange, Cartier, IWC.
So, like, Thomas, just quickly, like, when we're looking at this picture here, like, how much bigger is the whole place? Is it, say, 3 times of this or 4 times? Is it like?
It's about 4 or 5 times bigger than this. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So,
nice.
Much bigger than that probably. It's probably about 8 times bigger than this.
Okay.
Because there's several sections of this size. There's several sections of this size. I've got floor plans somewhere.
Cool.
So there's Rolex, of course. There's Patek. That's for you, Jamie. So as you can see, they've got these little windows with display windows.
Yep.
With everything in, so you can't touch the watches.
Yeah.
Not like at the AHCI show.
Yeah.
And they're giving out these tote bags, which are with lots of booklets in them. Each brand was giving out tote bags. So I did a lot of gathering of tote bags from JLC, Tudor, Rolex, Van Cleef and Arpels. So we get on to the Rolex, which was a bit of a flop this year. I think a lot of people thought, because they elevated themselves to gold watches, didn't they? They went full gold this year and discounted all the steel watches. So
that definitely seemed to be the theme. It was precious metal. We're hitting precious metal hard. We're coming out with, Sky Dweller, bloody Deep Sea, all this stuff in precious metal. That seemed to be the theme, right?
Yeah.
Not much for us steel lovers.
Yeah, I mean, so these are the ombre dial day dates.
I feel like Tudor made more in this direction.
You can see everything's jeweled, everything's gold. It was day-date central, honestly.
So,
the day-dates are probably the nicest watches of the lot, I thought.
Sorry, mate. Just go back a slide if you don't mind. I just wanted to see that dial. What on the right there? What's that dial there?
I don't know whether that is. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know whether it's
stone.
It's a stone dial, I think, of some sort. Yeah,
stone, right? Yeah, maybe.
Stone. It looks like some kind of stone. Yeah, I was just wondering if they might have had the little plaque down the bottom saying what it was, the dial or something. I'll look into it. That's cool.
So there's a nice green one, lovely green one.
It's something that jumped out at me the other day. There was a young whippersnapper at the office the other day. He came up to me and he's like, "Oh, hey man, check out my Rolex." And he had a date just Wimbledon, which was two-tone with the pink gold. Whatever it's called, rose gold or whatever, and it's really pink. And if you go back to that last photo, you can see how really pink it is under the lights. It's something that I'd never see how it's really super pink. And I'm not sure.
I understand what you mean.
Is this called pink gold or something, or is this just their rose gold? I don't know.
Rollersaur. It's a Rollersaur.
I think that's their
rose gold.
Rollersaur, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's their rose gold. It's really bloody rosy. Look at it.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, because
they're rose. Sorry, Abdul.
No, I was just saying because they do their own gold. They have their own mines.
Their own foundry.
How do you say it? Gold refineries, and they do their own mix, so they can reach a color.
Everrose, that's it.
They can reach a color that other people can't. They have their own mix between white, like Everrose, exactly.
Yeah,
Everrose, that's what princess. Yeah.
Until I was handling this Wimbledon the other day, I didn't realize how pink it was. It's really freaking pink, man. Yeah. It just hits you when you got it in your hand and you see it. You don't actually really appreciate how bloody pink the stuff is.
Those white gold eye styles were nice. Then we got into the 1908, which was nice. It was actually nice, really nice.
I reckon a lot of people are saying that this was their favorite Rolex.
It was
out of all.
It was out of all the date, apart from the day dates, which I've never really looked at day dates before. This was my favorite. The day dates blew me away. It was like the day date show, so many day dates. And
what about the Daytonas? Because they had a few Daytonas, right? I'm asking the wrong person because you bloody hate Daytonas. So actually,
we're coming up to those. So but this is the 1908. Lovely dial. I really liked it.
Yeah, I love that dial, man. That ice blue engine turn dial, so good. It's a banger piece.
That was the original one launched last year.
Yeah.
Yachtmasters. We can skip past these. Yachtmasters, there weren't anything new this year. The titanium Yachtmaster, the Yachtmaster Rolex. Yeah.
Whoa. Can I just go? What's going on with the color scheme there? Is that like
it's just the lighting? A lot of these photos I'm showing, the lighting was so bad to take photos with. That it was really hard to take photos because they had such bad light. Well, such strong lighting or dark lighting. On a lot of the booths.
But that's just the standard Yachtmaster titanium. They haven't brought out any new.
No.
Yeah.
There you can see diamond bezel, a diamond dial. Yachtmaster. At the bottom, on Oyster Flex.
Yeah.
Then we get to more day dates. That was the turquoise or aquamarine. I think that was introduced last year.
That's pretty cool though.
These are the ombre dials. Now this ombre green was beautiful.
Fuck, that's sick, man. That's really nice.
That was just amazing.
Yeah, that's killer.
That was just beautiful.
I just want to give Madman a shout. He's in the chat. It's good to
Hi,
see you, bro.
Madman. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Man, and there's another grey. Did you get there's like a grey, like a slate grey one coming up, maybe?
Yeah, coming up.
But that green, I never saw that green one in the photos. That's a killer.
It's a killer.
So good.
And the next one as well is a killer. The blue.
Oh shit, that's sick, man. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah.
That's a nice blue dial.
Fuck.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Man, just imagine rocking into the office with that on. Oh, right. That's a killer.
Yeah, really, really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. So those two were the standout day dates. The green in the Everose and the white gold blue.
Yeah.
And this one.
I like this one.
That's nice also. But I wouldn't wear this to the office.
This is like a sort of it's like a slate brown sort of color. Slate. It's like almost like a fume dial.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember seeing this one in a lot of the press photos, and it just looked so good. Yeah, I think you're right. These lights here, Thomas, they're not doing this one justice, because I remember seeing there's a lot of gradient in this one. It goes from light to dark, and there's a lot of light play with that dial. It's really cool.
Then we get to the horror show. Then we get to the horror show. Now these were just I
have no idea.
Obviously aimed at the female market.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you saw a lady wearing one of those, you'd be like, "Hey, that's pretty sick." Like,
yeah, you would.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of these. I mean, mother of pearl dials. I mean, you can see the mother of pearl dial there. Looks nice, actually. The mother of pearl dial, and if you, actually, you're right. If you saw a lady wearing one, you'd think that's a nice watch.
100%. Yeah. I'd start up a conversation.
You know, there's the dark mother of pearl.
You can see, and that's white gold too. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, that's even got diamonds on the lugs. That one.
Yeah. You can see how milky and actual like gold yellow the white gold actually is under certain lights. Like a lot of punters don't get how like milky gold the white gold can be. If you hit it with the right light, it looks nothing like steel.
And then Piaget indices on the dial. Dirty Danny says, I know I love the Daytona. It's my favorite Rolex model.
Hey, Serdy. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah.
I reckon Thomas could rock one of these.
Easy.
So this had big baguettes on it. Again, are not very good photo. The lighting.
They fucking doubled. They just doubled down, didn't they? Like they went not only precious metal, but Daytonas. They just went all out. Like look at this stuff.
They really
off the chart, mate. Like how much would one of these cost?
I was just gonna say,
Fucking hell.
It's like
they
are like, if you want a Daytona, pay like 60 grand for this, 70 grand for that, or 80 grand for this.
More, I would imagine.
I would imagine,
yeah.
Fucking hell.
So those are basic Daytonas. You got the Platona at the top, the with its movement showing, and some Oysterflex gold Daytonas, which are anything new. They're the standard ones that everyone will know. Some more Daytonas, again, all in precious metal. These are without ceramic bezels.
So basically, if you
They
want
have
to get
the
Daytona,
did you see the yellow gold Daytona? Sorry, Abdul. The you know, the Le Mans
I didn't
Daytona.
see the Le Mans. No, that wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't see that. No.
Okay.
This was the new Sky Dweller with the Jubilee bracelet. Look really nice. Look really nice on the Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few Sky Dwellers to compare with. The blue dial steel one. But this
what do you reckon for a Sky Dweller? Do you get the Oyster or the Jubilee? What's better, do you reckon?
I don't know. I think I prefer an Oyster.
I like it more on Jubilee.
I reckon I'm a Jubilee guy as well.
I'm a Jubilee guy with the GMTs, definitely.
Yeah. That's why I asked. It's a hard one with the Sky Dweller.
But I think the Sky Dweller, I like looking at the blue dial here. I think that looks better. I think in steel on Oyster, in precious metal on Jubilee.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at the green dial there, the green dial one, that's on Oyster as well, and that looks banging.
That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta say that looks pretty sick. Yeah.
I just like the fluted bezel with the Jubilee. It just looks really nice.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Abdul. Yeah, you have it with a fluted bezel. I feel like you sort of got to have a Jubilee. But, no.
Then we get to the Deep Sea Challenge. This is a beast.
Oh, this is the Deep Sea Challenge, not the Deep Sea. This is the one that's...
No, this is a huge one, a really big one.
This is
hard to make it out in the photo because the dial is so recessed from the crystal. It's got a really big retort.
Yeah, this goes down to like, was it 11,400 meters or something?
Something like that, 12,000 meters or something. Yeah. 11,000 it's got written on it, 11,000 meters.
Yeah, it's on the 11,000, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's crazy.
This is more ridiculous even.
This is more ridiculous. Solid gold deep sea. Now this is the Paul Fold watch.
Look, I'm glad they make it though. Like, okay, like it's not what we would buy, but just the fact that they just came out with it, like I'm kind of cool with it, you know. Like it's a fuck off watch. It's blue, it's gold, it's a deep sea. You know, someone's gonna buy it.
This is for people who
definitely somebody will buy it.
This is for people who wear the AP brick. You know, who wear the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak brick. You know, solid gold Royal Oak, massive. Really heavy.
Patel would buy it. He loves it. There you go. Yeah. So I told you someone would buy it.
And
because Patel wants it, I'm glad they make it.
I think it's about 300 grams. I think it's about 300 grams. So it's people who like heavy watches, you know, that are big, brash, bold, show-offy, blingy. Just it's not for me, but there's obviously a market out there. I think it's about £45,000. But
the thing that I was, have you seen that photo, guys, where they've got the Submariner, like the thickness, it'll have the Submariner, then they've got the Sea Dweller 43, and then on top of that they've got the Deep Sea, and the Deep Sea is like 4 times as thick as like the other two combined. It's just ridiculous. Anyway,
just a shout out to Malfred and Alex from the UK Watch Community channel. Bumped into them at the Rolex stand. So on to Patek. Now I was disappointed with Patek this year. £60,000 for this solid gold quartz travel time.
Oh shit, that's quartz. Oh, I was gonna say this is cool, but then I saw then he said it was quartz. Okay.
Quartz travel time Aquanaut. I mean, they're obviously going for the female market in this because it's
38.8.
It's 38 mil, yeah.
Yeah, it's close to 39. Let's call it 39, but
39.
Yeah.
But no, not for me.
No.
How much did you say? 60,000
Swiss francs.
It's about 60,000, I think. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
For a quartz watch.
And it's only 30 meters water resistant now, all the line, right? The Aquanaut and the Nautilus.
What?
Yeah, I read it on their website, and I'm like,
Aquanaut and Nautilus is 30 meters.
30 meters water. So
get out of town, man. What are you talking about?
They're telling people like our watches are not sports watches for sports activities, sports watches for flexing only. So basically, you could wear it on the boat, but when you jump out of the boat to swim, you have to take off your watch.
This is the one. This is the one that all the women will be after. The Aquanaut loose horse jewelry. 72 baguette cut sapphires around the bezel. 38 baguette cut diamonds and 160 brilliant cut diamonds in white gold. I mean, that is just that's bling bling. That's bling bling.
That's bling bling. Exactly.
As a jewelry piece, that's pretty sick, man. Like, come on, that's you gotta give kudos to that as a jewelry piece. That's pretty cool. And it's automatic. It's a mechanical as well, so there's no quartz.
At least,
You're
getting some value there. Come on.
I could see a pop star wearing that. You know, some Taylor Swift or someone rocking one of those, or some rapper or something.
Some rapper, Taylor Swift would wear something like that. Be with the Quavo or whatever, fucking Travis Scott or somebody.
Now this is the self-winding travel time. This I really like because I got a friend who's got a friend I went with has got the steel version, which has now been discontinued, so it's only available in white gold now. Really love this travel time Aquanaut. Big hit with me, this one. Love it. It's got the pushers.
Who doesn't love this stuff, man?
It's got the pushers on the left to advance and retract the hour hand. Got the skeleton GMT hand, which can hide underneath the hour hand. Absolutely love this Aquanaut.
Yeah, so you press a button and you can hide the GMT hand under the hour hand.
It's a jump hour. Yeah. So it's like a GMT with a jump hour.
Okay.
So really like that one. These ones I hate. These denim straps with these denim straps. I'm not a Nautilus fan anyway, but it's a flyback chronograph. You might like it, JCB.
Yeah, well, out of the Nautiluses, this is probably the one I like the most, obviously, because it's a chrono. The 5980 I've always liked, particularly the rose gold version was the one that we all know of the 5980. This one, I don't mind it, actually. I reckon it's kind of cool. And the fact that they did something different with the denim, it's pretty cool. I like it.
I agree as well. I think this goes with their strategy of making it 30 meters water resistant. Just it's a sports watch for the day you want to wear your shorts and t-shirts, but you're not going to be swimming with it. So basically, going with the whole theme of like a cool laid back watch instead of like.
And that strap. Imagine if you jump in the salt water with that strap. You're fucked, man. That's an expensive strap that you just ruined.
You have to send it anyway.
IWC. Good to see you. Just showing a picture of
IWC, what's up?
Hey,
of you and me meeting up. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah. Big Tony in the chat as well. Hey, Big Tony.
Hey, Big Tony.
Yeah.
So I believe that discontinued the 5980, the rose gold one, and this is the replacement for it, which I would prefer just the regular rose gold one over this, but this is still pretty cool. I don't mind it. I think with Nautilus generally, like I never got it until I actually had a Nautilus on my wrist and I was wearing it. I think if you're looking at it in pictures and you've never handled one, then you'll just think it's ugly or you just don't get it. Once you've got one on your wrist, that's a game changer. It's such a cool watch.
I think it's a game changer on bracelet. On strap, on strap, no.
Okay, yeah. Well, maybe. Well, the ones that I've tried on have always been on a bracelet, so yeah, that sort of makes sense. But I wouldn't mind chucking one on a strap.
Now this is a really good display that Patek did. They had all the different movements out on display, so you can see from the quartz, the manual winding, tourbillon, minute repeater chiming watches, the grand sonnery movements, the split-second chronograph movements.
Oh, cool.
The chronograph movements, the calendar movements, the self-winding movements, the advanced research movements. So they had a little... They had an interactive screen where you could... A little iPad sort of screen where you could... highlight a movement and then it would zoom in on the screen and show you it and pull it apart and show you
like a virtual animation or something.
Virtual animation of how the movement works and how
that's very cool.
Which was really cool. So you can see they've got over 65 movements there. So that was really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. Now, this was the highlight for Patek for me. This onyx style ellipse with the gold mesh strap. I just love this way they've woven the gold strap.
Yeah, the strap's pretty cool. Yeah,
the strap, the woven bracelet. Strap. The woven bracelet, yeah. The way they've woven the gold. I'll try and get a bit closer.
Yeah.
The way they've woven that gold is just beautiful, I think.
It's pretty special, yeah. Very nice. No, yeah. I've always been, I've never handled one of these watches. In fact, I've never even seen one of these watches before, these ellipse watches. But, and I'm always confused, like, is it a man's watch? Is it a woman's watch? Is it both? Is it just, does it sit in its own little genre off to the side? I've never sort of quite understood.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump wears an ellipse, doesn't he? I mean,
that's not saying much, really. In fact, that's putting it down a few fucking levels.
Yeah. This was another nice one, which was a lady's 24. They call it the 24, but the purple dial was just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's cool.
Looks really nice. Yeah.
Solid gold with diamonds on it. I think Jamie's wife has got a 24.
Man, imagine you're like at a bar or something and you saw a lady wearing one of those. Like,
I know.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
You'd have to go and talk to her, wouldn't you?
This retrograde perpetual calendar rare handicrafts. This has got an engraved case, and it's also got a hunter case back as well. Not my jam, this one. It's
what's happening with the bezel there? So it's engraved, some sort of engraving all on the bezel as well.
It looks like
and
edge.
It's the case. It's the whole.
The whole case. The whole case is engraved. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a fully engraved case. It's
38 mil.
So you can see it's all engraved.
So like, if you were the Sultan of Brunei, then that would be kind of cool. We just pick one up and
perpetual calendar, rare handicrafts.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of money. Exactly. Sultan of Brunei watch. Yeah. This was nice. The inline calendar, perpetual moon phase.
Man, I'm digging
the 5236. I really like this watch. A lot of people don't like that inline calendar.
The dial color is excellent.
Yeah, they did it in blue before, and they've got this now sort of cream dial. I don't know what color that is really. It's not salmon. It's more sort of beige.
Yeah, it's a weird color, isn't it? It's in between like salmon and eggshell sort of color. It's a strange one. Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, I would have probably a little bit more salmony color would have been nicer, I reckon, but still cool.
Yeah, it's like a beige. I really like it. Really like this one.
Oh, man, perpetual calendar.
This is what Patek do right.
Man, yeah.
Not denim strap Nautiluses. This is what Patek do right, I think. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really
This
cool.
Isn't what Patek do right.
That's nice.
I think this is horrible.
Yeah, me too.
Do
you like this one, Abdul? Are you saying this one's nice? The travel time alarm?
The dial color. I thought it's steel, but it looks like it's rose gold, right?
It's rose and white gold. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So it's
like a two-tone.
Yeah. So it's the alarm travel time. 5520.
I always think, are they going for like UFO or spider? What are they trying to do with this watch? You know, this is so fucking ugly with those crowns, man.
It looks like a time bomb.
I'm with you, Thomas. Not for me. This one, the alarm.
And the next one is not for me either. So this one, mini repeater Tourbillon. The 5303. That's not for me. Skeletonized. I don't like
you hate skeletons. Yeah, so I like skeletons. Yeah, this is my jam. This is up my alley. I love this thing.
I love mini repeaters. Mini repeaters is my favorite complication. But this is just not doing it for me. This.
Me neither. Yeah.
But to me, what's not really working is the actual skeletonization.
What time is it? What time is it? I can't even tell.
What do you mean? It's 4:32. Come on, mate. Open your eyes.
I can't see the hand. Oh yeah.
They're
little
black.
Little black skeleton hands.
Yeah. You can see the hands. Come on.
You don't need to see the hands. You need to hear it.
Who gives it the bad? Honestly, you're not wearing that even to tell the time, man. Come on, you're just wearing. This is just you're flexing. You're flexing hard when you're wearing that. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about the releases this year. A lot of releases just flexing releases.
Yeah.
So it's me with Russ, the Mad Watch Collector. Bumped into him. It was great to see him. And that's Jonathan from the Edinburgh Watch Company. It was lovely to meet him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we move on to Tudor and their Tudor GMT on bracelet or rubber strap. This is the much anticipated release from Rolex, which didn't happen. And, Tudor took the limelight instead, and
I like it.
I really like it. Really like it. It's nice. It's a big hit.
I think so as well. Especially they put it out with this strap option and the bracelet option, so you get directly both, whichever you want. And I noticed before Watches and Wonders, the secondary market on the Coke went up, and then after Tudor released it and Rolex didn't release it, it went back down again.
It went down.
It went back down again. It's like I had like a couple of them in my watch list in Chrono 24. And then it went from 10.
You see it going up.
Exactly, and then after it discounted again.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, this is a bit of a blunder for me. The gold Black Bay, $30,000. This one, a mid-tier solid gold watch, doesn't really make sense for a company like Tudor. I don't think people would rather buy a Rolex. For that kind of money.
Compared to a white gold Submariner or a yellow gold Submariner, this doesn't make any sense. Only makes sense if you're buying this blue monstrosity deep sea gold watch and you get your wife this one. So basically both of you can wear watches safely to the beach.
Unless you're a real Tudor fan.
Yeah.
Unless you're a real Tudor fan, but...
Or your AD is getting you on a list for another big watch, and you need to get this one to get the other watch.
30K though, 30K. It didn't make sense for me. It didn't make sense.
It looks too much like the bronze one to me.
Yeah,
well.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
You know what I mean? Like it's all brushed. The gold tone is very much like the bronze one. Get the bronze one, and it'll cost you, you know, a fifth of the price, and you got a similar looking piece.
Oh yeah. This is a weird one for women. Obviously, the Claire de Rose, women's blue dials. Didn't like it at all. Not for me. I wouldn't be buying my wife one of these.
If I like the shape, I would buy a Cartier instead.
So on to Chopard. This is the worst skeletonized watch I've seen. The Chopard Alpine Eagle Speed Titanium. 23,900 pounds. Skeleton. Chopard's worst release for me.
Jeez, that price. What? Like 24,000 pounds.
24,000 pounds. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
It's a disaster.
Yeah.
No. Well, the cool thing about the Alpine Eagle was the actual dial, right? And then you're taking the dial away.
Tell me about it.
Exactly.
This release from last year, the Lucent Steel XPS, was beautiful.
Yeah.
One of my friends was wearing one of these to the show, and it's amazing. Yeah.
You're sort of buying it half for the dial, I feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good thing you showed us both after each other, because now it's like so apparent. The dial is a big selling point for the watch, and then you take the dial away and you put more money in it. So that's
no, really. I mean, dial, no dial. I'm gonna take the dial all day long.
Yeah, all day.
Me too.
Every day. Yeah.
This is a really nice release. The Lucent Steel XPS. LUC XPS Forest Green, 10,700 pounds. Now this is a really nice micro movement. LUC doing their stuff, and I think this is to be a big hit. Really nice watch. This is a favorite of mine by Chopard, the Quattro Spirit 25. In white gold with a black jump power.
That's so beautiful.
That's cool.
45,000 pounds though. That's a lot
How
of
much?
money. 45,000 pounds.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a kick in the nuts, man.
Yeah, you have to calculate. It will be 40% less in a couple of years. So.
Yeah. They did a white dial as well.
The black dial. The black dial.
Black dial all day long. That was one of my favorite watches of the show, to be honest with you.
Really nice.
Really?
I really liked it. Liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool.
But 45K is a lot. 45,000 pounds is a lot of money.
Fucking pounds, Jesus Christ.
Pounds, yeah.
Damn, that's a lot, man.
White gold.
The
rose gold white dial doesn't touch it.
It's not worth that much.
Bell and Ross now.
My eyes.
The black track chronograph. Fitted onto this is a watch fitted onto an Indian motorcycle. They fit into the top of the Indian motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
So this is a theme they're doing.
Okay. That now it makes sense. I was like, what the hell is this? Now that you've got to put it on the motorcycle, now it's
Bell and Ross just had far too many black dials. Standard Bell and Ross here in matte black. This one was this gyro compass, a mechanism that transfers the position of the plane in flight to vertical graphic representation on the dial, and does not feature a gyro compass but watch movement, limited to 999 pieces. Then a cyber ceramic, 12,200 for this, 500 pieces. None of these really did much for me. These, the black titanium BRX5, no, £8,000. The BRO5 grey, no.
To be honest, I wouldn't have even went to their booth if I went there.
The last one was kind of okay. Yeah, that's kind of no. Okay, all right, sorry.
This is a skeleton one, and it's as bad as the Chopard, but cost less. It's a skeleton one.
Bell and Ross as well.
Look, I'm trying to give him throw him a bone here. Come on, that's a full ceramic. That's, I don't know. Do you guys see, like, is the BR05 popular in your neck of the woods? Like, do you see them around? Anyway?
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey,
Bobby.
See, yeah. No, I rarely see one of them.
Yeah. I just feel like it hasn't been popular, the BR05. The
BR05 integrated bracelet one. I haven't seen anybody wearing them.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been very popular at all. I don't think it just jumped on the integrated bracelet bandwagon, didn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think this bandwagon is a little bit over now. I think that's why a lot of watch brands are releasing with strap options, rubber straps, denim straps, all the stuff, because they see that the trend is going down. Everybody and their mother are doing integrated bracelets. Citizen, Tissot, all the affordable brands are doing it. So it's not cool anymore, I guess.
Yeah, so I got to Hublot, and this is probably the only watch that I found mildly interesting. It's a golf watch. So it tells you the hole you're on, the shot for that hole, and the total shots you've taken.
You keep your score. You basically use it to keep your score on a round of golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hole 18.
That's a cool gimmick.
Number 5.
I'd rather use a piece of paper than wear that thing.
Can you play actually with it, or would it not withstand the?
I know. I think it's designed to withstand all the forces. Yeah, so
it would have to.
I mean, the carbon black one is £28,000, and the sky blue one is £29,000. So
this is because Hublot. This is really what we wanted, Hublot. We wanted a golf watch. Like, come on,
Big Bang Unico Golf. So we go on the left hand side. We've got £62,000 for the Big Bang Unico Sapphire.
What?
In the middle, we have the Red Magic Unico, the ceramic, £25,000. And on the right, wait for it, the Unico Green Saxon 42mm. Guess how much? £105,000.
Oh man! Wow.
And
Wow.
Saxon is a material closely allied to sapphire and equally resistant, yet offers more luminosity. But I wouldn't pay 105,000 for it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I don't know what Hublot is smoking, but it's something good.
Yeah, I really need their
well, it's green. They're smoking the green stuff.
Yeah, the strain they are smoking, because that grain is really good.
This is Gen 3 UEFA Euro
2024.
This is a smartwatch, so they're dabbling in smartwatches. You get this for £5,600. So Kylian Mbappe is the ambassador. So anyway, we'll skip Hublot, go on to Zenith. Yeah, these are bad photos, I'm afraid, but the lighting was bad on these. So on the left, we have the Defy Skyline Tourbillon, £60,800.
£60,800.
Yeah. On the right, we have the Defy Extreme Double Tourbillon chronograph, £73,900.
Yeah, this is turning into a Roman circus, to be honest.
Yeah. Would you believe Zenith? Anyway, back down to a crosswise. The new Extreme Divers and £10,200. These are interchangeable strap system, 42.5mm with titanium bracelet, fabric strap made of recycled fishing net. El Primero movement, 60 hours power reserve. Look a bit like a Zodiac to me.
Yeah. It's got the Seawolf sort of hands, the handset of a Zodiac. Yeah. ID guy did a good video and did some tweaks to this one. Sort of shrunk it down a bit, changed the handset, and it actually looked a lot better than the Zenith one, to be honest. So check out ID guy's video, punters, if you want to have a look at that.
Yeah, I'll just drop that link.
Yeah, cool. Look, you guys know I've been from day one since I really got into Zenith. I've been telling them to come out with a dive watch. I've been like, Zenith, come on, like, bring us a dive watch, and this is sort of what they've come up with. I feel like it's a bit of a miss, really. It's cool, but yeah, I just feel like it's a bit too extreme, and it's not sort of appealing enough to like most punters, if that makes sense. So yeah, a bit of a miss for me.
Yeah. That link up. Sorry, Abdul, carry on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say same feeling as TCB said. I felt like Zenith would bring something that's between Tudor and Rolex, like between the Black Bay and the Submariner. And maybe something with the bracelet, their cool bracelet that they use with the other models.
Yeah, the Sport Chronomaster Sport.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah, and this feels like we're doing the Submariner type of watch, but with a Tudor look, because nobody would think you paid 10 grand for that watch somehow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to take a picture of the A3648, which ID guy did a video of, which I've just dropped in the chat. Because the queue to get into the Zenith stand was just so long that I couldn't be bothered to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really long. So next, we've got the Chronomaster Sport. We've seen these before. £10,200.
Imagine they use this platform though, Thomas. Sorry to cut you off. Imagine they use that platform to make a diver out of it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of look.
Exactly.
Like it would fly off the shelves. Like the punters would eat it up. Like put a dive bezel on there, make it, give it the Zenith, the Zenith DNA design language tweaks, and make something sort of to play in the Submariner space, but make it look like a Zenith. Man, it would just fly off the shelves. But that's why I feel like they just missed an opportunity, man. Yeah.
They've done diving chronographs in the past, and they've looked great. They've looked really good.
Yeah, and I think also they are one of the companies that could do a little bit of risk, like introducing a dive watch, like you said, on this platform, but with the combo, like you get the watch, you get a rubber strap, you get the bracelet, something like this, like other watches like the Santos is doing. So you have options, and at the same time, nobody's doing this in the dive section. Tudor is doing it. You can buy it either on this or that, but you don't get like a complete set.
Yeah, so on the right is a titanium one, which I think is fairly new. These are nice. The Chronomaster original triple calendars.
Calendar watches,
which I've not seen before, using the El Primero movement. 10th of the second chronograph, day, month, and moon phase, slate grey dial or white dial, which were nice.
Yeah, I think they're pretty expensive though.
They're £12,100 for those ones, which is more than the Chronomaster Sport.
It's getting up there.
So Grand Seiko, this one is a new green dial of theirs, a high beat SBGH 343. The dial expresses fresh leaves of sunlight penetrate the translucence of the spaces between the peach-coloured cherry blossom petals. And £6,950. This one, it's a high beat movement, 38 mil. I really like the dials on Grand Seiko. I think they've got some great dials.
Yeah,
that's what they're best at.
Yeah, I think so. Also, they make really nice dials, and they write really romantic descriptions for their dials as well.
The descriptions are ridiculous. I mean, this one is the SBGA 497, £5,950, limit 1,500 pieces. And it says, the dial captures the sunrise against a snow-covered Hotoaka mountain range. I mean, please. I mean, this is a spring drive one, as you can see. And then we move on to the this SLGH 021, the scenery of the Genbi Valley on its dial. And again, they're milking their descriptions. It's a high beat Evolution 9 collection, which I think the Evolution 9 is a new movement that they've done. 1,000 pieces, £9,750, this one. But again, just the textures on the dials are really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. The Kodo 2, constant force, limited to 20 pieces. Constant force with new theme. The Kodo won the chronometry prize at the 2022 GPHG, as we all know. And this new one is really nice. This cream strapped one. I did a short on that that I posted on the channel. It has a silvered parts, 340 components, uses a new white strap, it's going to be released in December 2024, this one. But yeah, really nice.
So this is this is the day version one, is that right?
Yeah, the Kodo constant force. So there's sort of like the Kodo 2, it's the Kodo 2. Sorry.
Yeah, because I think the original one had a sort of a dark sort of color scheme, and it had the dark red rubies, whereas the Kodo 2 had a bit more of a silver tone to the metalwork, and it had like sapphire blue colored stones in it, I think. Yeah,
it has sapphires, I think, instead of rubies. You're right, JCB.
Yeah. So they've gone for two. The original Kodo was like the the night version, and this is the day version. Apparently, that was I was reading some crap about that somewhere.
Yeah,
just, something about something.
It's a nice watch. I mean, I'm not sure. Forgot the price point on it, but it's going to be expensive. But
it's fucking expensive, man.
I mean,
it's like 200 grand or something.
They stole the idea of the constant force off Andreas Strayer, who invented it 4 years before them. He told me, but yeah, but hey, they got the plaudits, they got the GPHG. Now we go downhill. The Tag Heuer were a bit of a they're a bit of a flop for me. They're a bit of a blunder for me. A lot of them. This is a special edition Moser flyback in carbon using the O2 caliber, £12,100. Didn't like it a bit. It's got this flyback wheel at the bottom, and
who would pay that much? Who would pay that much for Tag Heuer? It's just mind blowing, to be honest.
This Monaco, this is all skeletonization just gone wrong.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gold, and it looks awful to me.
I didn't mind the original skeleton when it came out last year or whenever it was. So I didn't mind it. But this one, what is the case? Is it gold? Is it actually gold?
It looks like it's gold. Yeah, I think so. No, but they brought out another one with all these different arms going along the dial, which I didn't get a photo of, but they're awful. Horrible.
Yeah.
This is a nice one. The Carrera glass box, the Golden Milestone, 39mm. Quite a nice style.
I don't mind the glass box line at all, and the skipper, the glass box and the skipper.
And then the Carrera Chronospin times the Porsche collaboration, £8,050 though. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
The Porsche collaboration. Yeah, you get Porsche on the dial, so you get to pay more.
Yeah, I mean, they did a gold skipper as well, a solid gold skipper, didn't they? They brought one of those.
Yeah, I think they did. That's not a bad looking watch though. It's not
a bad looking watch. No, it's okay.
And for the money, it's too much, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
I noticed companies now are just pushing their prices up somehow. I feel like most of the watches we see are tending to be overpriced than what we feel its value is.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Now Ferdinand Berthoud, one of my favorite brands. This is the FB1 Res 4 Fusion chain transmission on a 1-second remontoire. Absolutely mind-blowing.
1 second remontoire. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's taking it up a step from the tags wheel.
Yeah. I mean, this is where I entered the independent section that I showed on that photo of the corridor. I entered the independent section, so there's a lot of independent watches coming up now. This was. I love Ferdinand Berthoud, so this was one of their beauties.
Yeah.
That was the movement that's inside it. This was another Ferdinand Berthoud, the FB2T2-1 Tourbillon with Fusion chain transmission in a round case. It normally did the hexagonal case. And that's another beauty. And then the FB3 SPC 1-1 anniversary watch given a contemporary look. There's a bit more open work here.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Rudy Silva. I've not come across him before. I've seen him in the GPHG nominations. This is on the left is the RS16, which is 44mm. And on the right, the RS23 44mm with brass hands, horology finishing, quite nice watches.
Yeah, pretty
so
cool.
for the owner. And more Rudy Silvers here. The RS12 uses a harmonious oscillator that rotates 360 degrees in 60 seconds. So you see that at the bottom there. So they call it a harmonious oscillator.
Where's this guy based? Is he Swiss?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
They're really nice.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff there, mate.
Really nice.
I like it. Yeah.
So I got to Czapek.
Czapek.
The Mount Erebus deep blue dial in full rose gold, 52,300 for full rose gold. I'd rather take this over one of the Rolexes, to be honest with you.
Deep sea.
Agree.
Definitely.
Agree. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this watch is a bit too sporty for me to be in rose gold. Like, I probably prefer it in steel. Like, call me boring or whatever, but
I would buy it in steel as well, but I think this is like, as Tom was saying, like for the people who are going to wear anyways, like AP Royal Oak, rose gold, or one of the rose gold models from Rolex. So this is like to compete. But to be honest, sports watch for me is steel.
Yeah, so this is the Green Meteor Antarctique, 25,000 Swiss francs. Micro rotor, 40.5 mil, 120 meter water resistant. It's a different dial for them, the Green Meteor dial. Not to my taste, that pattern on the Meteor dial, but it's different. There's a market for it, I guess. This is their hit for me. One of my favorite watches of the show again. The Promenade Blue, the Ripple dial, 38 millimeters, same movement as the Antarctique, 50 meters water resistant, limited edition, now sold out. This one,
man, that is mental how they get that effect on the dial. That's so cool.
And up close, cool. I did a short on this as well, the man explaining it, and the dial is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, really, really nice. I mean, there's a couple they see the movement. It's the same movement as the Antarctique, but they've moved the placement of made a slight adjustment to move the placement for the second hand. And using a micro rotor, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I love Czapek, but the prices, they're just so expensive, man.
Yeah. Speak Marin, this was the Tourbillon watches, open worked, in-house movement. Quite interesting. Not for me, the colorways, but
the black one's cool. I don't know about the one with the purple.
Yeah. Different. Hard to tell the time on them again. Like a lot of skeleton open work watches for me. This was I love this brand, Trilobe. This is their Le Exquisite. Sorry, the moon phase is coaxially linked to the second wheel. 3 rotating rings tell the time and moon phase. Blue or Dune. 14,500 euros. But I think they're beautiful watches.
So how do you tell the time, do you reckon? So obviously there's an arrow at the top for the hours.
You just buy the top, so that would be 7:25.
Is it 7:20? Okay,
7:23.
7:23. How do you tell it's 23?
Because there's a 20 there, there's a 25 there, so it's... So
like, what's that?
So it's
so the top. Okay, so it's you read it from the top of that circle. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Cool.
And the 7 is halfway. You can tell halfway between 7 and 8. So it's.
Yeah. So yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
These are one of my favorite watches. I thought the blue one.
Love the blue. Higgy in the chat.
The blue looks nice.
Asking for a link as we talk.
Link for Higgy. Hold on, Jonathan. I'll just get your link.
Yeah, I like this piece. Kind of cool.
Yeah, love Trilobe. They did some great stuff. This is one of their the Unfolded Journée GPHD nominated rotating and floating eccentric rings for displaying the time. Open work dial. This is 23,500 euros. This is what Trilobe are known for with the GPHD nomination.
Yep. I was gonna say.
Really funky again. Same system, 3 rotating rings. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Higgy Smalls.
Apologies for being late.
It's okay.
We've been on vacation and just settled in, and Mrs. Higgins demanded that we are having some grocery shopping. So I just returned here.
Okay.
Amazing images, Thomas. Did you take a regular camera with you?
No, just on my phone.
Okay.
No.
So hello, Jean-Claude Piver and Abdul. Good to see you guys.
Hello, my friend. Yeah,
hello,
good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Thanks for joining us. Late, but better late than never.
Yeah, I've seen here in the comments. I mean, I'm away for 1.5 hours, and then people start recommending Patek Philippe instead of Lange. I mean, what is going on here?
So this is another Trilobe, the Nuit Fantastique Brumet, outer hour ring, large second wheel, I believe, and a jump minute. It looks like. Interesting. So down to Ressence. I absolutely loved these, and this is a Type 1M, M for multicolor. Type 1's round with the graphic colors. 18,150 Swiss francs. Loved it. Really nice. Nice to see a bit of color coming on dials. We're using the Ressence orbital convex system that they use for telling their time. The Type 2 features the E-crown, which you have a double tap on the crystal, and you can manually set the time, which is digitally registered using the E-crown by a Bluetooth app for changing time zones quickly. And the E-crown solar powered. You see the E-crown here. This it's solar powered. It does those little panels, solar powered panels, and but this watch is 46,800 Swiss francs for to Bluetooth enabled app. The Type 5, expensive.
Some cool tech though. It's cool tech though. I can say, like,
very cool tech.
You double tap it and it sets by Bluetooth whatever the second time zone is. Or
very cool.
That's pretty cool.
This is the Type 5 Diver, which I did a short on. The oil filled for no reflections underwater and for best readability at any angle. Unidirectional bezel, 324 components, compression locking system for the winding case back, 30,800 Swiss francs. Absolutely loved this watch when I tried it on. I don't know whether it's meant a lot of divers would find it easy to tell the time, at a glance, but for a romantic watch for diving, I think it's a lovely arty piece. The Type 1 squared, the Type 1 with a cushion case shape, 18,150 Swiss francs. We've seen the Type 1M multicolored. That's a diver again.
So Thomas, I have a question about that E-crown. You said that this is working when you tap on the crystal. So there must be some electric power to set this. Is there a battery inside, or is it charged via a USB cable, or how does that work?
It's solar. It's charged by solar power.
Okay.
So you see these little panels here around the that ring there. They're solar charging. And I think these might be solar panels as well. So that charges it up. So you double tap on the crystal and then it syncs to an app on your phone. And that's how you do it. This is a sage green Type 8. And they released a cobalt blue sage green as well. This is the 13,500 Swiss francs. The cobalt blue Type 8 was released just before Watches and Wonders. Minimalist hours and minutes design without the seconds or power reserve. Titanium case back sets and winds the watch. So this one comes without the seconds and hours, just for that minimalist look. Onto Arnold Son. Now that established in 1764 and resurrected. I really like this longitude collection. This is a titanium case, a new range. Comes on integrated bracelets, so they're just joining the integrated bracelet fad, but also comes with rubber straps. Power reserve at 12 o'clock. Really nice watches. 21,600 francs, though.
Doesn't it look a little bit like a Czapek?
It does a bit, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. A tribute to marine chronometers, they say, and this is the A&S 6302 caliber, COSC certified with a gold rotor. They did several colorways in this. So there you see, it looks a bit like a Czapek, looks a bit like a Parmigiani Tonda, looks a bit like a
Christopher Ward.
You could say not like a Christopher Ward 12, no, but it looks like a lot of integrated bracelet watches.
Like the Grönefeld also.
Grönefeld,
the 1941.
Is that an integrated bracelet? The Grönefeld?
No, the dial. No.
Oh, the dial.
The dial, yeah.
No, not as nice as a Grönefeld 1941 Remontoir. No. They're sold out now, aren't they?
Yeah. Even the waiting list is closed, I guess, something like this for their watches.
But yeah, this is the Arnold Son Longitude, which I really liked. There you can see in-house manufacturer. This is the Luna Magna we talked about on the
moon phase watches.
The moon phase show, in red gold. This is 59,000 Swiss francs. Lovely,
I like that.
meteorite dial. Really nice.
Yeah.
This is more your alley, JCB, the ultra-thin tourbillon skeleton platinum, limited to 28 pieces, 41.5 mil in platinum, 1 minute flying tourbillon, 86,000 Swiss francs.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
This is a new one for them.
Yeah.
And then they Globetrotter, the world time in red gold. 52,000 Swiss francs. So on to Laurent Ferrier, the Sport Auto Blue, grade 5 titanium, micro rotor, 215 components, 48,000 Swiss francs. You like this one, do you, Jonathan?
That is, in my opinion, you know, we are mocking on pure class, but here all the Patek Nautilus fanboys and AP Royal Oak fanboys and Vacheron Overseas fanboys should take a lesson. I hope that you had it on the wrist, and in my opinion, this is so way above those mentioned other luxury watches, and that is, in my opinion, that is the king.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I did a short on this as well, and I spoke to the designer, and it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Using the LF 270.01 movement caliber with the micro rotor, and this was another of theirs, the Grand Sport tourbillon with a hidden tourbillon, new dial color, 18 karat red gold, 44 mil, manually wound. This one, 222,000 Swiss francs.
Fuck. Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in my opinion, that is the ultimate luxury of having a tourbillon, not showing it on the dial. That is so cool, and so above anything else that shows a tourbillon on the dial. I really like that.
Yeah. This was a classic moon blue, the annual calendar moon phase with assegai hands, white gold assegai hands in steel for 70,000 Swiss francs. A manually wound caliber, 66 components. Really nice, I think.
Yeah, nice, but it is based on an existing, I think, school watch or how they're calling it.
It is, yeah.
And 70,000 Swiss francs for a steel watch with a complete calendar, manual, with a relatively simple movement, in my opinion, is just nasty. I'm a big fan of Laurent Ferrier, but this is really so way over the top.
Okay, then we're going to another gold Sport Auto with date this time, and a micro rotor. That's more your jam, Jonathan.
The previous one was without date?
Yes, the previous one was a tourbillon.
No, but before that. That was also with a date.
No, this one has got no date.
The one before
that one, it did have date, yeah.
Oh yeah, but this is in gold.
That is gold? It looks like titanium.
I think it's in gold. I can't tell. It must be bad lighting.
Are you sure? Probably it's the same picture twice.
Maybe, could be. I could be wrong, yeah. It must be the lighting. I was explaining earlier there's a lot of bad lighting.
It must be really difficult photographing those from those showcases with the fancy lighting inside and then bad lighting outside. So my compliments. You did a great job here, Thomas.
Yeah, this is the Galley Square micro rotor. One of my favorite watches that Laurent Ferrier do, the Galley Square. 55,000 Swiss francs. New dial color, this one. They also do salmon and ice blue already. 41 mil in steel, silicon escapement, 186 components. And I love the Galley Square. This would be my choice for Laurent Ferrier.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Thomas. I love this one.
Yeah.
The blue dial is my pick.
Yeah. This is the original Gallet, classic micro rotor, 65,000 Swiss francs, silver dial, 18-karat red gold case, using a micro rotor and silicon escapement, 886 components again. But
So
this is their classic Gallet.
Yeah, this one is 60,000. It's in gold, automatic.
65,000 Swiss francs.
Automatic with the natural escapement, and compare that with the triple calendar 70,000 in steel with the manual very simple movement. I think those prices are out of balance.
Right. And the AHCI hands again, signature hands from Laurent Ferrier. Yeah, fair point, Jonathan. Yeah. I like the calendar one though.
I like it visually. I like it a lot. Don't get me wrong. I really like it a lot, but I think that price is just insane.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move on to Moser. The new Pioneer Center Second Citrus Green on a rubber strap using the HMC 201 caliber. Not my jam, this one. Bit too Kermit the Frog green, bit too bright. I don't know what you think.
Isn't that green dial a little bit of psychedelic experience, just like you just threw in a pill?
Yeah, that's Moser, right? That's what they do. They just do crazy stuff, and I think that goes with their ethos to don't take themselves so serious.
Yeah. This is an off-catalogue, fully blinged out Streamliner tourbillon using the HMC 804, 40 millimeters. Absolutely bonkers, this one. Again, Moser having a lot of fun, but a great expense. This is their Streamliner tourbillon skeleton, automatic caliber, HMC 814, 79,000 Swiss francs. I'm not a fan of skeleton. A lot of people like this one, said it was a great watch, but this is a bit of a bad photo under the lighting. Doesn't show it to its best.
Have you got the Alpine Formula One team skeleton?
I didn't get a photo of that one. No, I didn't get a photo of that one. No.
I really like that one.
With the small dial at the top. Yeah.
And the blue rubber strap. You're talking about that?
Yeah.
I think. I'm a big fan of the Streamliner with that bracelet. But with that blue rubber strap, it looks fantastic.
It's cool.
Absolutely
really
fantastic.
Cool. Really cool. Yeah.
So I think they brought out the cylindrical tourbillon. I think the skeleton version was it. They brought it out in the Pioneer case. I'm going to say 2 years ago, and then they brought it out for the Formula One team in the Streamliner case with that blue strap. Such a cool watch. It's a fucking banger. Real cool piece. Yeah. So as you mentioned skeletons, Thomas, and I just thought of that one as being a skeleton piece.
Yeah, really cool. Sure. This is the Endeavour Vanta Black tourbillon. I don't know whether this is a new watch. I know the Vanta Black is an old watch, but I haven't seen a tourbillon on a Vanta Black before. This is the Chinese calendar, limited edition. 68,000 Swiss francs. Midnight blue fume dial, of course, badly lit under the lighting, so not a very good photograph. Now Hortlands, I don't know much about the brand. Hortlands were the MELB Holding Group's first major acquisition of a brand, followed 3 months later by the addition of H. Moser to their portfolio, and they have TV-shaped cases, interesting watches.
Yeah, not my cuppa.
They're in the same next booth to Moser, so being a Moser affiliated brand, they were obviously there. And this was a weird one. This was a Moser Nature watch released in 2019, and just shows how Moser like to have fun, and
just like to take the piss every now and then, don't they?
This is how they like to take the piss, Moser. You know, it's a watch made of grass. So, well, not made of grass, but with grass on it.
With grass on it, yeah.
I mean, they did the cheese. They did the Swiss cheese watch. They've done a grass watch, and this is just bizarre.
Thomas, can you go back to that tourbillon with the Vanta Black? Russ is asking about how it's possible to have a shadow on that Vanta Black dial, which, in my opinion, is a legend. Oh yeah, you can see a shadow on that Vanta Black, and that's bizarre because that Vanta Black consists of those micro tubes or nanotubes, but I guess that
I think if it's been lit, so if there's a spotlight on it so close, you're gonna get a shadow.
So, but isn't that confirmation that it reflects the light to a certain degree when you see that shadow?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Vanta Black means it absorbs 99.9% of the light, right? So it shouldn't have any kind of reflection. Maybe they did something to the color. It's not 99.9 anymore.
I'm not sure.
Or maybe the shadow appears because you know, nanotubes have a certain orientation. So if that light is in a different angle compared to those nanotubes, maybe then that creates a shadow.
Yeah, that could be true.
Maybe.
No, this is an interesting brand, Louis Monet. This is a Cosmopolis titanium limited edition of 3. And Louis Monet holds a Guinness World Record for the most meteorite inserts in a watch. Each indices is a meteorite disc. And this is a tourbillon, flying tourbillon. Price on application. Quite an interesting brand, Louis Monet. They did this... Impulsion Onyx style, 18 karat red gold with grade 5 to 10, limited to 28 pieces. And Abraham Louis Breguet and Louis Monet were close friends and key figures in watchmaking. And Louis Monet invented Abraham Louis Breguet invented the tourbillon, and Louis Monet invented the chronograph JCB. And this is a chronograph with a tourbillon open worked, price and application. And the first idea was to make a chronograph mechanism entirely visible on the dial side, which was the world first. And the tourbillon was then added. So quite interesting. Bad photo there, but here's some more of theirs. The Auto Sprint racing chronographs, monopushers, and we'll just get a bit closer. You can see the chronographs with flying tourbillons, 42.5 mils, manual winding, 96 hours power reserve, grade 5 titanium, and they all priced on application, these, so a lot of money.
Did you see also that collaboration that they had with Fuller Marie, that chronograph for only watch that they had?
No, I didn't see that. No. Would you rock one of these, JCB?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, that one. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not sure about the lugs, but and sort of the case, but the dial is funky enough for me. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, why not?
Flying tourbillon.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's cool. Anything that's out there and super crazy, yeah, I'll chuck it on. Why not?
So here's one of my friends trying on a Grunfeld with Bart Grunfeld next to him, and there's a chronograph, stainless steel, limited edition of 188 pieces, close to orders now. It was 155,000 euros.
Oh.
So they've closed the order books now. GPHD winning. What more can we say? Absolutely amazing. I saw it last year when it had just been brought out, and
masterpiece.
Yeah, absolute masterpiece. Yeah, beautiful. These are the Delta Works, 1969 Delta Works, 49,000 euros. These 3 different dial designs and 5 different strap options.
How many pieces? Limited edition? Did you say the chronograph was?
188.
Oh, 100. Okay, so I just did the numbers. 188 times, it was 155,000 Swiss francs. Is that correct?
155,000 euros.
155,000 euros. Okay, so guess how much that is, just quickly. That is 29,140,000. That's just from that run of that watch. We're talking 29 million.
That's good business.
And all sold out. Like, you know what I mean? That's money in the bank. They've just got that money in the bank, or whatever the deposits would have been, maybe 10, 20%. But, you know, everyone's paying full whack. You know, no one's getting a discount on that. So they're just making that's 30 mil. They just off one
line.
One production.
So this is the 1941 Principia automatic collection. 36,900 euros in stainless steel, 47,700 in red gold, or 49,900 in white gold. The salmon dial in the middle was a GPHD winner, I believe. So more Gronfeld goodness.
That's nice, yeah.
Nice.
Did they talk about if they're opening the order books again? Because as far as I know, the Principia order books have been closed.
I didn't discuss that. No, I don't know. No. This is the best that JLT came out with this year. Some of the best. The Duometric Chronograph Moon, price on application. Platinum with a salmon dial. Manually wound caliber 391, 482 components. Day and night indicator, 2 barrels. Beautiful. Loved it. Yeah, really nice. JLC, this one. One of the watches of the show for me, this one. Again in white with a rose gold, pink gold, they call it, price on application. And then this next one was a bizarre, the Geometra Heliotorbion, triple axis tourbillon, creates a spinning top effect, caliber 388, beating of 4 hertz, manually wound, 655 components, is a perpetual calendar moon phase. It's just,
yeah, that's mental.
Zoom in on that, so you can see it. Gyro tourbillon.
Yeah, I think this one is absolutely amazing. You have the calendar, you have the gyro tourbillon, you have a really nice, somehow symmetrical look with the 2 power reserves on the up and down. And then you have the 2 sub-dials.
It's got 2 barrels, so
yeah.
One for each barrel.
Yeah, and I think I watched the video for this watch, and they were talking about that they have this, one is for the complications and one is for the timekeeping to keep it very precise, which I think it's a very nice move. And you get to wind it, I think, when you wind the crown both ways. So basically you go up and down and you wind both barrels at the same time.
Right.
I really like when you have a complicated watch only with the crown, everything you can set up with the crown, because you feel like, now I get this very complicated mechanism on the crown instead of having push buttons that you have to get some tool to use it.
Yeah, take care, Russell and Madman. Thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't address that earlier on. So thanks for watching. Yeah, there's me with my fat belly again in Geneva Centre after getting the tram. There's the display of how big it is. So you can see that the Rolex, that is where the Rolex, that was the photo I took of the Rolex booth in Patek Philippe.
Is that only one level or multiple levels?
One level, one level. So that was the size of the photo I took.
Yep.
So you've then got Oris, Grand Seiko, Tag, Zenith, Hublot in another section. Then you've got these independents in this section here, and other smaller independents there. Then you've got a huge, on the corridor, you've got Van Cleef and JLC and Piaget, Moser Cie. Then you've got another huge section here. IWC, Roger Dubuis, Parmigiani, Lange, Vacheron, IWC Eternal.
We didn't talk about Vacheron much, did we? Did Vacheron come out with anything noteworthy?
I've got a couple of pictures I'll get onto.
I feel like they just had like the green and
colors.
Gold.
Yeah,
it's like colors. Green and gold overseas, and that was about it.
Yeah, that was it. The green and gold, the green dial overseas. Yeah,
that super complicated pocket watch they also had.
Oh yeah. So Nomane, I mean, I'm not really familiar with Nomane. This is around £4,500. This is a Wild One skeleton, they call it. Nortec case, endorsed by a tennis player. Skeletonized sports watch in Nortec, which I presume is some sort of carbon.
So Nomane has got famous because Jean-Claude Biver, not our Jean-Claude Biver, holds some shares in that company. I think he's also advisor on the board. And as far as I know, they are also using Kinesi movements.
Right. So that was their stuff. Then they had these Freedom 60 chronographs, which are £3,500, using Sellita Nomane caliber N19, which is a Sellita SW10, basically. Automatic movement, vintage-inspired design. Did you like these, JCB?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're cool. Bit derivative looking, to be honest, though. Not much.
And then the Adventure on the left, the Adventure Sport Chrono for £3,500. And on the right, the Adventure Sport Chrono Day Date, which a bit meh for me.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bit meh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a brand which I thought, this is a GPHG winner for Raymond Wheel, the Millissimi, for £1,475. I think these are an absolute bargain.
Yeah.
Sector dial, fluted crown with monogram logo, GPHG winner. There's a moon phase available, a whole range of colours. I spoke to Craig, who was UK representative. Excuse me. And he was such a nice man to chat to. Really nice.
Really nice looking watch, aren't they? Just
really nice for the money. Such a great... such a great value for money proposition. £1,475. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really nice. I mean, he invited me over to the factory in Manchester. So I may go visit him and go over and, do take some photos over there, or maybe even could try and get him on the live stream. Yeah, I think Raymond Wheel did some really good stuff here. Really like it.
I thought overall, I feel they're just a very underrated brand, to be honest. Like a lot of people slag them off as being cheap and they've just got Salida movements and blah blah blah. But if you don't have pockets full of money and you want a nice looking Swiss made watch, or I think they're really worth having a look at.
I think they got stuck in the 80s and 90s with their ceramic case watches, and they got a bad rep for that. There's all those horrible black ceramic sort of square cased watches, and they've obviously got a new design team in now, and they're starting to do some nice stuff now. And we'll see what emerges from them in the future. I mean, you see the moon phase there. They've got the moon phase in blue here. They've got a chronograph, a couple of chronographs. They look nice. I like them. So props to Roman Wheel for winning the GPHG, and hope to see some more good stuff from them in the future. Eberhard and Co. A weird company. This one's been going since 1887. I thought this one might interest you, JCB. Called the Chrono 4 Bellissimo Vitra. 4 counters in line, which is patented. 4 chronometer counters with exhibition case back. Not for me at all, this.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not really my cup of tea, that stuff. It looks like a diesel or something, or a fossil watch or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, Eberhard, but not my bag.
This is an 8-day collection, 8-day power reserve on the left, pictured, and the Grand Tie, both new to the collection. This is a Scafograph diver models, originally launched in 1959 with helium escape valve. Got a 300 meters water resistant. And on the left here, there's Scientograph anti-magnetic watch, like the Railmaster and Milgauss.
Yeah, it looks like a Railmaster, doesn't it? That one.
It does. Originally from 1961, that was made. Comes on a strap or bracelet. And on the right, the Scientograph chronograph.
Yeah.
So it's like a Railmaster chronograph. On to Nomos. Now, Nomos were a big hit with me. These were on the left, the Metro Date Power Reserve. In the middle, the Metro Date 38 Date. And on the right, the Metro 33 Sage. On here, we have on the left, the Lux Hermelin in rose gold, £13,800. I don't know whether I'd be spending that. And on the right, the Lambda 39mm rose gold, £12,800. I don't know whether I'd be buying a gold watch from Nomos.
No.
Yeah.
I think they're doing that in gold because the movement is too expensive to make in steel. So I think that is their reasoning. But I agree with you. 12,000 is.
Yeah. Now these were the winners of the Nomos camp. They had 31 different colors of these Tangente Date 38 millimeters, £1,925, 31 colors, one for every day of the month. They've got 175 pieces of each color to celebrate 175 years of watchmaking in Glasuta. Uses a caliber DUW4101, manually wound with 42 hours power reserve. Love these watches. I got some more photos of those.
I think that particular series shows two things. First of all, how fresh the evergreen Tangente is from Glashütte. So I've been spending the last week together with my father, who is wearing a Tangente automatic, and every time that I see that watch, I'm getting a happy heart, and I think those new colorways just look how cool that concept still is. What I find also remarkable is they have that limited edition, that special edition, and it's cheaper than the normal one.
Yeah.
And I think that is something really mentioning worthy in times where everybody is trying to raise prices and see where the limits are. Nomos lowering prices for a special model. I think that's a very good message to their clients, and also a very good message from Nomos.
Totally. I think the discount is 175 euros, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
So that's and I think
it is 10%. It is
10%. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like the same 175 of pieces, 175 years. It goes with the theme. And I usually don't like limited edition watches, but with this idea of having so many colors and so many pieces from each color, it makes sense, and it's a really cool idea from Nomos.
Yeah, Mrs. Higgins is bugging me for the pink one, so
it looks really nice, I have to say.
Yeah,
hey,
cool.
Y2K, good to see you.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hey, buddy. How's everything? You're on mute, I think. We can't hear you there, buddy.
Muted.
Yeah.
Hi, Y2K. Just like to say hi to Rich Buddy in the audience. Good to see you, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah,
how
hey, Rich.
Hope you're doing well.
And so move on to Nomos. This is the Orion Neomatic Black. So I think there's some new. I think these are new. These with the gold hands and the exhibition case back. See Heuer leather straps, but onto the Tangentes. I just go back to the Tangentes, and some of these colors are just stunning to look at. They had them all laid out on tables for you to pick up and handle and try on. And they just look gorgeous. Really nice. Really, really nice. On to Piaget. Wow. Piaget. I mean, this is their Hidden Treasures watch, the Ladies GPHG prize winner this in 2023. 161,000 Swiss francs. Pink gold, turquoise dial, half hidden. Sapphires on the right hand end of the bezel. A quartz movement. Reinterpretation of cuff watches from the 60s and 70s that became a hallmark of Piaget's fashion-focused creativity. Signature oval dial. Each piece is hand engraved with different patterns and textures on the bracelet. Absolutely mind-blowing to see in the metal. Beautiful watch. Again, the Limelight Gala women's watch, sapphires and diamonds, white gold and textured dial. A lot of money. You can see that textured dial. I don't know what the dial is made of, but it certainly looks like they put a lot of work in there.
It's not my keyboard, Tom.
No, it's okay.
I think it's Abdul.
No, I wasn't typing at all.
And another women's jeweled watch, which is again Piaget doing that jewelry thing, like Cartier, like Chopard. They're jewelers at heart. You know, beautiful. This is a weird one. I think it's a green malachite polo. What? I couldn't tell again. It's I think it's a new release. So I don't know whether it's one they brought out from their museum pieces. This was a polo rose skeleton rose gold, $46,000. Ultra thin skeleton movement, which is 2.4 mil thick. Not for me at all. The Altiplano Concept Tourbillon, the world's thinnest tourbillon at 2 millimeters thick. Now, this was amazing to see.
So thin.
Did they show it without a showcase?
No,
was that behind glass?
They had it spinning around in a showcase.
Okay.
And it was absolutely just to see it was fascinating.
I would be afraid to bend
about. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm afraid if I handled it, I would be afraid to bend it. It just feels so thin.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind that this watch is 2 millimeters. So imagine how thin the crystal is on that, because they certainly don't have a lot of space for the crystal. But what I find remarkable about this one, Piaget used to be the record holder for the thinnest watch with 2 millimeters, then got dethroned by Bulgari, who got then dethroned by Richard Mille, and now it's Bulgari back. And Piaget said, oh, we're not playing that game anymore. We're just adding a tourbillon to our record holder. And I find that really cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, we know Bulgari have... Yeah, they've got the thinnest watch now. They've taken over the Richard Mille, and it's now 1.7 mil thick. But this is the thickest tourbillon at 2 mil thick, and I actually think that this one would be harder to break. It actually looks like it's got some substance. But they brought out some of their museum pieces. There's a 979 Polo, the 1983 Polo, on the left, a 1983 Polo, the 1988 Polo on the right, and then they have the new Polo 79 38mm yellow gold watch, which is $73,000. Absolutely beautiful. I love this. I mean, not my favorite gold watch, solid gold watch, but the integrated bracelet is lovely. And nearly 200 grams, I think, this ultra thin caliber 1200P1, which is 2.35 millimeters thick. So it's really nice.
Thomas?
Yeah.
This just to jump in real quick for this one, it really looks like if any of you know the vintage Omega Constellation pieces back in the day.
Yeah,
they
it does
the same look. Yeah.
Bracelet, yeah, it looks very like a Constellation bracelet, doesn't it? Y2K, you're right. Yeah. So on to Panerai, and they had a lot of Luna Rossa releases. Luna Rossa being a racing boat. So they're collaborating with the Luna Rossa sailing team, and they just had far too many watches.
What was remarkable was that they had a false sale tag on virtually any watch that they showcased. So you could buy it directly from Panerai. Yeah, which just shows how desperate they are selling some of their watches.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they had for sale watches for sale, which was ridiculous. Carbon, steel, luminous, and submersibles. I mean, they had far too many watches, and Tudor released 2 FXD sailing team collaborations, the Alinghi watches, and I think Panerai should have just stuck to a couple of releases, really. They just had 100, well, there must have been about 20 watches that they had. And it just went on and on and on. And as you say, they got for sale signs on them, so they obviously can't get rid of them.
Have you seen any other brand having for sale tags on their watches?
Never a show like this. Never, ever, ever.
Never seen that.
Never seen it. But there's the boat, the Luna Rossa boat, hanging from the ceiling, which was quite impressive to see. But on to Cartier and the new Cartier Santos dual time. So it's a dual time where the sub-second dial would be. It's a dual time dial, which is quite nice. The new Cartier Santos Dumont Rewind, which is 37,000 Swiss francs, which is telling the time backwards. If that's your jam, if that's for you, not for me, but
I reckon it's cool. Something different.
Yeah, it's different, but I'm so used to telling the time the right way around. I'd get mixed up. I wouldn't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I think a limited edition of 200 pieces. I think this may become a future collectibles. I mean, it's not a super big effort doing those, but it's unique. It's probably a first. Abdul knows that there are some cuckoo clocks also running backwards, but I think it's a first for Cartier.
Yeah, and limited edition of 200 pieces, like you say, ruby cabochon on the crown, carnelian dial with inverted Roman numerals, the Privé Tortue case in yellow gold. But the star of the show for them, for Cartier, for me, was a Privé Tortue Monopousseur chronograph.
Yeah, without doubt. This was
49,000 Swiss francs in gold or 57,000 in platinum, limited to 200 pieces per metal. Had the caliber 1928 MC manufactured by an external partner, not the famous THA Technique Horology Appliquée movement created in 1996 by Vini Holter, Francois Paulchon, and Denis Flageolet, who co-founded Debatoon, which was called the Caliber 045 MC and used in a previous reissue of this watch. Lots of people hold that movement in high regard, but it's they based it on that movement, but it's not as highly decorated. But still, a cracking watch. I really like this watch. Really, really like it.
Man, if only that came in black. Oh, it'd be so good.
I think there is a black dial.
Really? Oh, man, so good.
Black dial, nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. And then Cartier, of course, has some of their museum pieces and clocks, which were just amazing, absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know whether these were new releases or museum pieces they'd pulled out, but these were jewelry.
I think Cartier released a lady's watch that is similar to that bangle on the right.
So there's a few. There's the mysterious watch, with the movement in the rotor. A couple of clocks they had, Cartier clocks. Some more. And these were new releases, I think. Well, I don't know whether they're old ones. The photographs are very good. On to Ulysse Nardin. They're freaks. They're just freaks on display. And they're absolutely cracking. I loved them. Really nice to look at. And then a couple of freak X's. Vacheron, I didn't go inside to see the green dial overseas because the queue was too long to get in. But they had some patrimonies in the windows. And I think that was
what was your image about that full calendar moon phase watch? Because it's 42. No, the first one that you showed. Because it's 42.5 millimeters. What was your impression? Is that a huge watch, or does it hide the size?
I can't remember, to be honest with you, Jonathan. There's so many watches that I got just turned into a blur.
Because I find it interesting, super nice, but I think 42.5 is just too big for such a
yeah.
I reckon it would look big too, Jonathan, because there's so much white space on the dial, and it's got a thinnish bezel.
Imagine this in 39.
Yeah, be much better. Yeah, too much space on the dial there.
Couple more patrimonies. One date, another day date there.
Yeah, but also 42.5.
Minute repeater, 42.5. A minute repeater, which is lovely, really nice. A perpetual calendar.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then on to Lange, and this is just mind-blowing stuff. Datograph perpetual tourbillon, manual wind with 50 hours power reserve, 729 components, white gold, price on application. What's your opinion on this, Jonathan, being Mr. Lange?
You have to
get some tissues.
So yes, I totally love that watch, particularly because it's only 41 millimeters. So Lange usually makes them really huge when they're coming to complicated watches, but they kept it decent with 41. What I like about this is the price compared to the lumen. The last price that I know of this is I think 380, and the lumen is 600. So they're charging almost double just for the lumen, which is insane in my opinion.
Yeah, 100. I didn't see the lumen because again the queues was too long to get into the booth. But this is Datograph perpetual in white gold again. No, without the chronograph, without the tourbillon. Beautiful watch. This lovely, absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Price on application again. Manual wind, 36 hours power reserve.
I hate those games with prices. I hate those games with price on applications. What I really found annoying was that did you already cover that IWC Eternal calendar?
No, just coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the light work, minute repeater, honey gold, beautiful 771 components, 44.2 mil, 36 hours power reserve, manual wound. Love it. I know we're fans of this JCB.
Oh yeah, big time. It's not new though. This one. This is
all these weren't new. I'd never seen this one. I thought this was a normal Lange 1 moon phase, but it turned out to be the perpetual calendar, and all the dials and datas the other way around.
It is the first time that they're combining platinum with a black dial. Not the first time. Datograph has it as well, but usually they're combining platinum with that silver gray dial, and now they're making a regular model with a black dial, which in my opinion is the right way to do. And this is just a gorgeous perpetual calendar. I think 3 years ago they introduced that with the rose gold dial, and now they're having it with a black dial.
Yeah. So on to Parmigiani, and as I say, I didn't get into the Lange booth to take pictures of the lumens. On to Parmigiani, a lot of Tonda PFs they had. The Chinese calendar, this one, the Hijri calendar, the Abdul. This one's for Abdul.
Really nice.
Really nice. The perpetual calendar, the openwork skeleton, which I thought was horrible.
Oh, I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I think there's another openwork skeleton there. And another different material. I think it might be gold, different materials.
Maybe white gold.
Yellow gold, I think this one. Okay. The Torics, now these are new this year, 1960s aesthetics. The edge of the dial drops like a pipe and dial, using the caliber PF780, 60 hours power reserve, alpha hands, and a hand-grained dial. I really like these Torics. I thought they were nice. Very ordinary, not to everyone's taste. Different colors, different dial colors.
I think they had they released a Rattrapant in this range.
And then they got that one, which I thought, what do you think of this JCB? Do you like this as a chronograph?
Love it, man. Yeah, this is a Rattrapant, I believe. So it's a heavy hitter, really cool piece. Yeah, very nice one from Parmigiani. I like it a lot. Yeah.
So we got some bad photos of the IWC now, which they had lights shining on it from every direction. Now they say,
Thomas, what I think is remarkable on those Toric is that their movement bridges are now solid gold.
Right. Okay.
They also have a beautiful pattern there with which is a cross Geneva stripe kind of thing. So they're really trying to put some effort. Also, I think that is a hand finished dial which has that kind of blasted structure, but it's this is the surface is treated by hand to achieve that result. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, I was just going to say about the new Portuguese Eternal calendar. It's the first secular perpetual calendar from IWC. It automatically accounts for the Gregorian calendar's leap year exceptions by skipping 3 leap years over a 400-year period. In addition, its moon phase is so precise it will only deviate by 1 day after 45 million years. Now, I think that the watch will need servicing every decade, so most of that calendar can be adjusted anyway. Is it really overkill, do you think, all this? What do you think? All this 45 million years and 400 years?
Well, I think as a technical, from a technical point of view, the fact that they can do that, that's amazing, I think as a technical feat, that's, you've got to take your hat off to them for being able to do that. But yeah, as you say, the watch is going to need servicing every 10 years. And so, it's going to, it's not like they'll need to adjust it or anything, but during the service, obviously they have to reset everything and everything anyway. So, but I just think the fact that they've been able to do that with the movement is cool.
It is a huge technical achievement. I met one of the salespeople for IWC at the show and went for a drink with him after on one of the evenings, and he's a really nice guy, and he expressed his passion for IWC and they're Portugueses, and there are a lot of Portugueses on show, and he just said he was saying that's what he bought a Portuguese, and that's why he went to work for IWC, and because he loved the watch so much. And I've got to give huge respect to IWC for looking after us while we were there. They really were great and showed us a lot of the watches and were very hospitable to us. So thank you, IWC. You really were great. And sorry, Jonathan, you're going to say.
Do you know how much that Eternal calendar is?
No idea.
Have a guess.
Oh, 200,000.
Anyone else?
Oh, I was just gonna say 160,000.
So my guess was 80,000, and I was asking the question. So this is the big star for this year for IWC. How many of their clients are buying $80,000 watches from IWC? And I think it's over the top. Now, the price, you guessed it right, Abdul. It's 150,000 for that Eternal calendar, which is a more precise perpetual calendar. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. I think it's totally overpriced, and to put their bets on this horse, I think is a big mistake. Last year, IWC lost revenue of 15 to 20% compared to the year before, while everybody else almost increased their sales numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised if they would drop again because of betting on that Portuguese horse, which in my opinion, it's a nice watch, but here 150,000 for an Eternal calendar is insanity.
That's too much. Yeah.
I've always thought these watches are too big as well. Like the perpetual calendar Portugueses are something like 44 or 45.
Yeah, the problem with the Portuguese is you know where that name comes from.
No, what is it exactly?
So they're Portuguese importer. During the I think 1940s, IWC was very big in pocket watches. Actually, their pocket watch movements are super high end, and their Portuguese importer, they asked IWC to put some pocket watch movements into wristwatches. And that is how everything started. So by that nature, or by that definition, a Portuguese must be big because it traditionally it houses a pocket watch movement. Now they watered down that system because I think there is only one reference with a pocket watch movement, but that is the roots of this model line.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, I think like the standard 8 days Portuguese might be 42. If I'm not mistaken, which is okay. That's sort of pushing it. That's probably about as big as what you wanted to be.
To have simple wristwatches in oversized cases, very oversized cases, and they are still doing it without needing it really. So yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the punters just don't want oversized cases.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so just a few more Portugueses here. I mean, that's a perpetual calendar, that one. And that's another perpetual calendar.
No, Eternal calendar, that is.
No, that's a Portuguese perpetual calendar 44. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
So a lot of perpetual calendars popping up in the IWC. Next is Hermes, and then you cut the 36mm new release, which is £5,000, using the caliber Hermes 1912 self-winding movement. Now, Pete McConville said in a video about this, this could be competition for the Lady Datejust, because women have to buy the watch to get on the list for Birkin bags by Hermes, and it may sort of entice them to get favor with Hermes. You know, I don't know what you think about that, but I mean, Dave from Scottish Watches said he really liked this watch, but I'm not a fan of this watch, to be honest with you. I don't really like it. There's a lot of different iterations of it. Comes on a bracelet, comes with diamonds.
It's boring.
Comes on a rubber strap. What do you think, Jonathan?
I'm a big fan of Hermes. Recently, last year, or no, 2 years ago, they introduced the H8.
H08, I love that, yeah.
And that is beautiful. I think that is just a bad clash of the H8. And I'm not a fan of this particular one.
No. What were you going to say, Abdul? Sorry, I cut you off. Oh, nothing. This is the Arso Chorus Stellarium, an animated horse on a dial, and the horse's head is the signature icon of Hermes. And yeah, this one, as you press the button at 9 o'clock, the horse is animated and reveals the time somehow, I think. Or yeah, so this was one of their novelties. This one was a mind blower. The Arso Duke Atelier, 43 millimeters, titanium or rose gold. Triple axis tourbillon minute repeater. The hammers are in the shape of horses' heads. Uses the caliber H926 manual winding movement, and guess the price?
400.
Yeah, 400,000 euros. 400,000 euros. Now, absolute mind blower. I couldn't believe it. It was just ridiculous. But what do you think for the price of this, Jonathan?
Well, 400,000 for a minute repeater gyro tourbillon is not really expensive, but still, first of all, I hate those lugs at 12 with a passion. Never get over those. And we are still talking about Hermes. Now, I know that the Hermes boutiques have some clients who are really into Hermes and think Hermes is the epitome of all kind of luxury, and Hermes does luxury really well, but I wouldn't spend this amount of money on an Hermes watch. No. But they don't have problems selling those. A friend of mine used to travel with Hermes watches, so he was a German agent here, and he told me that those super exclusive rare pieces are really selling well.
Yeah. So that was the end of the Watches and Wonders. Oh, sorry, JCB's back.
No, sorry, man.
Yes, fine. That was the end of the Watches and Wonders wrap up. Really, I've just moved on to some photos I took in the airport when I was leaving. This is a watch I bought for my mum, a little Swatch from Swatch store. It's a little Leger Swatch Tate Gallery limited edition picture of a Leger, and it reminds her of looks a bit like one of my nieces. So I thought I'd buy it for my mum. Nice as an early birthday present. So I thought it was a little nice gift. So that was the watch I bought on my trip to Watches and Wonders. A Swatch. Nice.
And did you get the one with the boobs for yourself? The one on the left?
No.
And me then.
This is what I tried on in the Rolex boutique after I got my palm dial in January. I thought I'd try on another 36 date just in this blue dial. I thought it was really nice. Quite a nice one. Tried on a Freak X, a UN Freak X, which was lovely, really nice. But I think they wanted about 19,000 Swiss francs for it. So I soon put it down and departed the store. Tried on my Grail Breguet 7147 which they were offering me a deal on. Absolutely love this watch. Want to get one someday. It's my grail. Yeah, absolutely love it, and hopefully one of these days.
Just out of interest, what was the deal they were offering you? How much off the price?
They kept it was 20,000. They offered it to me for 17,000 Swiss franc, 17,000 pounds. It was meant to be 24,000 pounds. But they said that they hadn't increased the price yet, so it was still 20,000 pounds. They said they could knock the VAT off and the taxes off, which would make it 18,000, I think, or 17,000. It's gorgeous, but it's, you know, one of these days. It's white gold, gramophone enamel, white dial. Yeah, one of these days. This is another Breguet tradition I tried.
Oh, that's more my type of Breguet, that one, man.
Yeah. And absolutely loved it. And that's it, guys.
Nice one, mate.
This is brilliant.
Glad you had a good time over there. What was
I had a great time.
What was your number one piece, your favorite one out of everything?
Oh, it's so hard. It's such a blur.
Give me a top three then. Give me a top three then.
Top three. I like the Trilobe. I like the. I'm gonna have to refer to my notes of the previous stream.
Maybe one of the Ferdinand Berthouds.
Maybe one of the Ferdinand Berthouds.
I think early on you said there was a one of the pieces.
Bernhard Lederer.
Yeah.
39.
I love the AHCI show. I love the Hajime Asoka Tsunami. That was a really nice one. But Watches and Wonders, it'd be. I don't know. It's so hard. There's such a. I took photos mainly of watches that I quite liked rather than watches I didn't like. Because I think I had a Tag Heuers I didn't do this year. I didn't like them, and it was so hard to get around all the different booths and such a rush, you know. And I was enjoying it more than taking photos this year. Trying to enjoy it rather than rushing around taking photos. But
do you think you enjoyed it more for the camaraderie and being with your mates rather than
I'm at this,
or you know, was it
more
about, or was it the watches as well? Was it both? What was it? You know, like I'm trying to get an idea of.
It was a mixture of both. It's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Last year it was watches, and it was more focused on watches. I was going with my friends last year, and it was all about friends as well. But we were all focused on just watches.
Yeah.
All of us were like, "This is our first year. We're going for the watches," you know. And we're all focused and hyped about what we're going to look at, what the new Rolex releases, and what we're going to do, and going to the AHCI show for the first time, and what we're going to see. This year, it was a holiday. It was a holiday with Watches and Wonders on the side. And it was all about spending time with my friends, enjoying ourselves, staying at the apartment in France, having relaxing on a morning, waking up, going to the boulangerie for fresh croissants and pain au chocolates and orange juice, and then getting a tram into Geneva and going to Watches and Wonders, and then leaving Watches and Wonders on the bus and going for a nice meal and relaxing, and then having a drink in the evening and cigars, and just kicking back and taking more time and enjoying Geneva. And it was going to see the watches, but having more time with my friend, having more fun with my friends. Yeah. Really was more sort of
if someone's coming from overseas to go and do what you did in France, how many days? 4 days was good? 5 days, do you reckon?
4 days, yeah. I'd say if you're going to the public days, get a ticket for the Saturday and the Sunday. Don't bother with the Monday. And I'd say definitely make sure that I would get there on the Friday, and then on the Friday evening go to the AHCI show, so that you got Saturday and Sunday for Watches and Wonders, taking Watches and Wonders, because it's so huge. It's like a shopping mall. But the AHCI show goes from Tuesday to Sunday. So you can leave Watches and Wonders and catch a taxi into town and go to the AHCI show on the Saturday and the Sunday as well. So, but if you're going to Watches and Wonders, if you're planning to go to Switzerland, Geneva, around the Watches and Wonders time, there's so many other shows. I mean, we called the bus back one day and I bumped into the Studio Underdog show outside, the pizza party. So there's Andy McCutcheon, Andrew Morgan there, Richard Bank from Studio Underdog, Nicholas from Fears Watches, and there's lots of other offshoot shows in hotels. There's a Patek Philippe exhibition. There's a Debatoon exhibition. Lots of different brands, micro brands that got together in a hotel, and lots of other different brands that do different things. So great shows. Take your time and spend a bit of, and you can get cheaper hotels in Geneva, but they'll be sort of like 1950s undecorated, sort of €100 a night jobs. But staying just outside in France is a good idea. We got an Airbnb, and that was a really good idea. So thanks to my friend Aaron for sorting that out. Aaron and Delson,
that's a good tip. That's a good tip for punters who are thinking of going over to do an Airbnb in France, which is just
across the border. Just across the border, you find places in France. Just across the border from Geneva, you can Airbnb. You get a tram into Geneva, and it's a lot less money. Yeah.
And driving. Is there anything at the border checkpoint that you have to do? Like, you just drive straight in? Yeah,
you just get a taxi. You just get in a taxi, 40 Swiss francs, 10 francs each. And you're back home at your place, and then a 10-franc tram in the day. So yeah. Thanks, Watch Apprentice. Great to see you all. And,
thanks, buddy. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks to all the panel, JCB, Y2K, Abdul, Jonathan. Thank you very much all. And
Thanks to all the boys in the chat for joining us as well.
Thanks to everyone in the chat. I see we've all got wrenches. I see we've all got wrenches now, and well deserved. This should be a wrenched up channel. Good to see you all got wrenches, and we're all sharing the love. So
thank you, Tom, for taking us with you on that trip.
Yeah, it's just my little holiday. And,
thank you, Tom.
Again, I'd just like to say thank you to my AD for getting my Polar Explorer 2.
So good.
Congratulations,
Thank you very much to my AD for getting that for me when I got back.
Oh,
and I think a blue shirt butter when I wear it. And that was a great bonus when I got back.
Such a great daily piece, man. That one.
Agree.
It could be. I feel like it could be a one and done.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah. I would even put it on a rubber bee and like in the summer and change it back in the winter or something like that. It just works so well. I have mine on 2 rubber bees between summer and winter, black and white, and it just really goes really well.
Thanks, Patek. So yeah, thanks panel. Thanks everyone. Blue shirt butter would have loved it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
Good to see a lot of punters joining us on the show today as well.
Yeah.
New. I mean, guys that we know, but first time.
Guys that we know, but first time joining in. Yeah, great to see you all.
Good to see you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, okay, guys, we'll sign off and we'll hopefully see you next time. And thanks to the panel and everyone in the chat.
Thanks
yeah.
Good show, mate.
Great show.
See you later on.
See you guys.
Okay. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget, I'll just do a quick short, brief